Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, Sumbla. Good evening, Carol, my lovely lady. How are you? I hope you and Sumbla is very well this evening. Um, I have got two different sets of tarots that I'm going to be working with, but we shall see which one I'm going to use in a minute more. Hey, Kel, I hope you're well, my lovely. Let me turn sound down on my phone because I don't see what's chat I need. There we go. Pop that there. Oops. Evening, John, Anne, Judith, Paul. Paul's got his live on, is it Wednesday, Paul? Hey, Charlene, Craig, Bev, Tina. Hope everybody's well this evening. So just before, as everybody's coming in, just before as we're starting, evening Hazel, how was everybody this evening? Are we all ready for readings? Evening Valerie. Joyce, hello my lovely Rachel, Jenny. I hope I've got everybody and not missed anybody off. While we just give it 2 minutes for people just to log in, because I have gone live a minute early, as daft as it sounds. Evening, Beth. So I've been painting my little gnome. I don't think you can see him clearly, can you really? I've got his white beard look. I still got his eyes and everything to do. But I've been painting my gnome. And hey, Dave, Jacqueline, Jeanette, Mick, and I've got my unicorn. You can't really see it in this light, can you? I've got my little unicorn there, look, to paint up. And I don't know if you can see on the wall behind me, I've just printed off the half skull and rose. I think that's lovely. Oh, can everybody hear me okay? It is Kelly, it is lovely. Looking good. I'm feeling a bit shitey actually, girl. Maybe looking, oh, they're looking good. They're looking good. Yeah, I love them, but me, I'm feeling a bit shy. Evening, Lisa. How are you, my lovely? Thank you for sharing, Jacqueline. I'll put Jacqueline up first. Let's get cracking then. Happy New Year, Hazel. If I don't catch anybody, don't forget to say hello to everybody joining us in chat as well. And that's what makes us keep it friendly. So we welcome everybody. If you see somebody who's new or has not been here before, make sure you give them a quick hello. And yeah, just so we keep the chat as a family feeling like we do. So let's see. Jacqueline, for you, my lovely. Evening, Incubus. How are you, my lovely? So, Jacqueline, for you, my lovely. I have pulled. Oh, do you know I've done it again, haven't I, with this light? For you, my lovely, we've got this card, and it is. I'm gonna have to keep turning the light because you'll not see. It is the Three of Cups. So let's see what's going on. I can see some celebrations coming up, but I can also see a celebration coming in a new moon. So I think in a couple of months, I'm going to say about 3 to 4 months, but on the next 3 to 4 months, so around that time, there's going to be a new moon, and I do think that there's going to be a bigger celebration coming up, but I do think it's going to be 3 to 4 months away. But there is, I think there's already talks of this being in going into place. But yes, the connection of 3. Again, the connection of 3 because we've got the 3 on the cards. So the 3's got to mean something. Easter. I don't know what's happening at Easter, Jacqueline, but there's going to be, maybe this is the big thing that's coming up around Easter, the celebration. So I'm going to connect Easter in with the celebration as well. So I think the celebration is going to come at Easter. The reason I'll say that is I know you can't see the card very well. There we go. See the Easter eggs that the ladies are holding in the hand, and then you've got the celebration and the new moon at top. So this celebration must connect in round about Easter time. What else have we got? I don't like oranges. Oranges coming. I know you have been through some rocky. So I wouldn't say rocky waters, but I would say you've had some. You've been healing for the last couple of months. So I don't know what has been going off, but there has been a lot of healing. I don't know whether you've been doing self healing, but there's definite healing coming in. If you look at the bottom of the card there, it is a purple. It might not look on there, but it is a purple. So you can see the lines of the healing coming in, and then you've got the blueness, and then the healing coming in again. So there's definitely been recovering from something with all the healing coming in, my lovely. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, my sweets. Succubus. Succubus for you, my love. We have got the Magician card. There's something that you're trying to turn away from, but I don't think you can fully turn away from it. And I do think this is more of a personal thing that's going on with you, just because of how the posture's taking on this. There is a gentleman's energy coming in though around spirit, but there's two gentlemen coming in round spirit. One's showing as though they would have been, I don't know if quite strong. I don't know, weightlifting or something like boxing. I don't know, but he's like got his arms up like that. So I don't know whether that's a pose you recognize with this person. But there's definitely a gentleman coming in. But then there's a gentleman as well in spirit coming further down. He seems to have got more family members with him than the top gentleman. So I don't know if they're the same family, but there would have been a distance between them. But this gentleman's coming down and he's sort of like holding the staff. I think he would have been quite a strict gentleman in life. But I do see that there's other family members there with him. I would say that there's some young. I would say young, but I want to say 3 females. I think there's 3 females that this gentleman's bringing in. There's also 2 children in spirit that are coming down, but they're coming on this side, not that side. And get ready for a letter, because there's a letter coming in. This letter is going to be an important letter. So please make sure any reading or signing of documents, anything like that, make sure you read the fine print. I don't know why you're turning away from something. You're in a good place. But it's like you're trying to turn away from somebody. But the gentleman with the strength, he's sort of like trying to turn you back round and make you face what you need to face. So yeah, that's what I'm getting with that. I hope that makes some sense to you, my lovely. Alan. Do you know, I think I'm getting that thing with my thumb. What do you call it? My hands are hurting when I'm moving my thumb. I don't know what you call it, but it's something that hurts. Whew. Alan, my lovely, for you, we have got the 4 of Wands card. There is something coming up to do with the church, but I think that's going to be further on in the year. But there's definitely the church at the bottom coming in there. So I don't know where this reference is coming to. There's also a lady's face around that church, so just bear that in mind. You seem to have got big hearts. I don't know whether you're quite a giving person. Your hearts are yellow, but it's like you've got 3 hearts. So I don't know if there's 2 special ladies. Don't know where the number 7 connects in though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 hearts. It's like your heart's whole, but there's like all other pieces to your heart, if that makes sense. I do think that you have held yourself back from moving forward. It's like you're not stopping yourself. It's like you're in a comfortable position now. But it's like these sticks are like your crutches. And it's like, I don't know whether you don't like change or anything like that. there's a red rose being passed to you. So that's coming in from somebody in spirit. They're passing a red rose to you. I don't know who it is. I can just tell you that there's a red rose. I don't know whether it's you that suffers with, it's like pain around the shoulder, where it goes like all the way around and then across the chest, down into the hip, and into the spine area. There's also some shadowing coming down on the legs. I don't know whether there's one side of the leg's more shadowed than the other. So I would say that there's more problems with one leg than the other. Oh, thank you, Urkibis, my lovely. But whatever you're holding on to, you need to let go. If you look at your hand, you can see on that hand there, not very clearly, you can't, but the hand's releasing. So to me, you definitely need to release something. There's something you're needing to release, my love. I hope that makes some sense to you. Charlie, oh, and I'll come back to Mr. Mason in a minute. I think put Charlene up. Evening, everybody joining. Thank you for sharing. Charlene, for you, my lovely, we have got the King of Swords. Very hectic round you at minute, Charlene. There's definitely, I would say, a lot of hecticness coming in. But I do think that music connects in as well to you, Charlene. I'm trying to get my face so you can see my lips. I do think that there's that's better. I do think that there's some sort of music that's connected in, but I feel like at the minute everything's just like a mess. I don't mean that. It's like unorganized chaos, if that makes sense. There's something to do with money and it's close to your chest. So I don't know what that money symbolizes, but there's like I'm seeing three lots of money. But it's like money going down the chest. So I don't know whether there's something in your heart, you know, that's right, that's to do with finances. But just know that listen to your gut, don't go with your heart when it comes down to finance. I do think you can connect to spirit. I don't know how you connect to them, but I do think that you can communicate because they're like stood behind you. But it's sort of like, I don't know whether you're acknowledging them or because of all this chaos, it's stopping the energies coming through. And I don't know where the birds connect to you, but there's two birds. So I don't know whether the bird would be a spirit animal or not, but there's definitely like two links to birds. But they're coming in on the spirit side, which makes me think spirit animals. I don't know if it's you that's hurt the elbow, but there's something going off with the arm there and the elbow. What else am I seeing? There's also a dog in spirit. I would say would it be? I don't know whether I'm seeing the little nose, but the nose is like a little heart shape, but then the ears look like they sort of like drooping. But there's definitely a I want to say dog in spirit for you. And I don't know what the triangles. 1, 2, 3 triangles like hills. I don't know whether you've had to overcome 3 things, but the 3 things you've overcome hasn't sort of this chaos or whatever it is around you. So you need to keep fighting. The end's going to be there. You will get the chaos sorted, but the end's going to be there, my lovely. Just got a little bit more journeying to go. What else we got? Sumbler. Hey, Sumbler. Evening, Soldier. If I've missed any other moderators off, I do apologise. I know I've seen Carol and I've seen Soldier. I think Andrew will be on somewhere. I don't know if Yo-Yo's on. Sumbler, for you, we've got the Hermit card. So there's definitely new beginnings coming in for you, Sumbler. Again, it's got to be down to the right timing. You're going to be the one that has to guide yourself, though. Nobody else can make this new beginning happen. You've got to be the one that makes it happen. There is a little bit of blue scattered around you. So I don't know if you've had, I don't say depression because I think depression is a strong word, but I don't know whether you've been feeling a little bit blue late. But this new beginning for you is what's going to be like the boost and turn you around. I don't know whether I think I'm not sure with you, but the staff that you're holding, it's like it's like when you were younger, it were okay, but then it got to a certain point, and then it were like it were very squiggly lined, as I like to call it when you were younger. So not everything were as it seemed, and then it seems you sort of like had a mini break, and then things have just all got on top again. And I don't know whether this is where the feeling blue comes in, but just push yourself to that new beginning. You know what you need to do. You've got to be your own flame and get the timing right, my lovely, because if the timing's not right, it'll just knock you back. So make sure the timing's right for you. Yeah, where's Yolanda? I don't know. She's took a week off. I know that much, but she's on Facebook, Hercubis. Diane. Seen Jenny. Diane, for you, my lovely, we've got the King of Cups. So again, we've got the blueness again coming round. So I don't know whether there's been some sadness around you or again. In every reading I do for you, Diane, I don't know how this all links in, but there's always something to do with feeling blue. And I think it's like you've just got to open your wings, Diane. You've got to push yourself and put yourself there. The rough waters are underneath you. Now you're gliding through, but you need the you need to be the one that takes back that control. So I don't know what's going on. I'm not saying you're not enjoying life, because there is enjoyment around you, but it's like life's passing you by, Diane. And this King of Cups, you're just like floating on it. You really need to sort of like push yourself, and push yourself into going down that path that you need to go down. I do think you need you know what you need to be doing, and yeah, you've just got to, again, let it go. You're not letting go of something in the past that's staying with you, but you've just got to release it. You've just got to let that release happen. And there is a celebration coming up. But the three things that you keep going over and over in your head, I don't think you can change anything. So these three things you need to sort them out, because they're what's affecting your mood, if that makes sense, Diane. Luna. Luna, for you, my lovely, we've got the Seven of Wands. Luna, for you, I do think there's been some battles, but I think this is stemming back to the past more than now. I do think that there has been a few battles around you. I feel as though the family's closer together now than what it has been previously. Or it's like you've come to an agreement within the family. Oh, thank you, Jenny. It's like you've come to an agreement in your family, because you like sat on the green patch at the top, but you can see the struggle that you've had. I don't know why there's eyes all over. I don't know whether this is how you perceived family to be, like eyes always on you or watching your moves or everything. But it's like at the minute you've found that common ground, and it's sort of like it's like you've found that common ground, but you're sitting there waiting for the arguments to start. But this time you're not on your own. But just take it a day at a time, because you might have got your shield too high for others to sort of like start trying to make amends or break that down. But there is two people with you. Again, take it on a snail's pace. Don't rush it. I do think that you've got a lot going off in your head, though, and I do feel that you're divided by a certain choice that you've got to make. You can see the divide in your head. So there is things that are going there. And I don't know if it's you that's been suffering with your legs. I've got like cold legs. So I don't know if there's something going off with somebody's legs and feeling cold. Because the legs are sort of like blue. Apart from that, finances are okay. But yeah, just let allow your guard to come down slowly if you can. Jenny, I'll do your card now. Don't forget, if you do, I just want to thank you to everybody for the donations as we're going through. But if anybody does donate, either the what it says across bottom of the screen, just make sure you do get in touch through email, so I can send you your readings. You're welcome, Luna. Jenny, my lovely, for you, we've got the Five of Pentacles. I do think Christmas has brought somebody closer together, Jenny. And it's like they've started to find the beauty in things, if that makes sense. Because we've got the three swans coming in there at the bottom. And for me, the swans, when they're born, they're the ugly ducklings, aren't they? Or not ugly ducklings, but cygnets, is it? I don't know, but you know what I mean. They're ugly because they're like a mucky colour, and then they grow to this beautiful swan. So to me, it's like now you're starting to see the beauty, but it's sort of like from, I want to say Christmas because we've got like that snow, but it could be also leading through into the winter as well, Jenny. Where it's like you've seen a brighter side. There is two babies in spirit, though, that are coming through. But I don't know whether they're connected to you or the younger female to you, because I'm seeing two babies in spirit. There's definitely going to flourish, though. There is some beautiful things to come around you, Jenny, and this younger lady. The swans are just sort of like showing that things are going to get better. Winter's been a big thing for you, though, on a spiritual level, I think, Jenny. I don't know whether this is what you've found, because there's a lot of spiritual symbols coming in around you. But I do think the winter period is something it's sort of like made a change. A change that's coming in, my love. What else am I seeing? I think that's it, my sweets, that I'm seeing on this one. Yeah, I think that's it, my lovely. Where are we now? Trey, Tina. Oh, bless you, Jenny, my lovely. Evening, Jodie. Evening, Graham. Tina, for you, my love, we have got the Temperance card. Tina, it's like you're stood in the middle, but there's like a balance you're trying to do. There's a balance that you're on, and I do believe there is a male and a female that your balance is with. Because on the one side we've got the yellow flame, then we've got the blue flame, and it's the pedestal that you're on. And I feel like sometimes you've got red on your shoe, so I don't know whether you've got sore feet, but I was going to say, for me, this is more like that. There's no place like home. So I don't know what it is that's going off around you that's involving this male and female. But I definitely feel you're sort of like on that balance at the minute. There is some health issues, I think, lower waist and going downwards. And I don't know if there's some slight swelling going off. Oh, excuse me a minute. Why is my phone ringing? Decline. There's a green emerald coming in on the chest. I'm not sure what the green emerald means. I think this is more to do with money. I think that there has been a little bit of money lost, but it's sort of like now you're thinking again. The money's showing on the heart, so I think now it's time to start thinking with the gut, Tina, as well. Or I don't know whether it's the male and the female around you where the money's concerned, and it's like your heart's the one that you're going with that feeling, but start going with your gut feeling, my lovely. We've got daffodils coming in, so I don't know whether this daffodil to you is a significant flower from somebody in spirit, but daffodils were coming in, my lovely. I hope that makes some sense for you. Angela. Angela, for you, my lovely, we've got the Five of Wands. I do think, again, stemming back to your past, I do think that it was, I'm not going to say the wrong word, nicest. I do think there would have been a lot of things going off around you growing up. And again, I feel that this is sort of like followed. Again, it's like things, it's like these cross wires coming in. Then there's a period when everything's okay. Then there's cross wires coming in again. And then it's splitting off into three ways. So I don't know whether this is still with you and three or you and two. But there's definitely something that's going off. And it's sort of like a long-term battle, I feel, that's going off. I don't know where the horse comes into play, though, because I'm seeing a horse in the bottom of the corner. And I'm also seeing... There's a lady in spirit coming in, but she's got a baby in arms. So I don't know who this connects to, Angela. But I can see the lady's energy. She's sort of like bent over, but she's cradling the baby. So I don't know where that clicks into around you. I feel that this battle would have started off with others, but I think then it's turned into you battling yourself over things that you had no control over. And it's like there is an end to this, and there is a way that you're going to be sorting out whatever it is you need to sort out within your head and everything else. But you can see there behind you, there is a light coming in, so things must be starting to go on the up and up now. And again, all the darkness has been left in the past, but you can see the light coming up now. So big things are going to be changing, Angela. But again, I think summertime for you is going to be more significant, just because it's the sun in the background. So I think summertime for you is when things are going to be like sorted kind of thing. If that makes sense to you, my sweets. Let's see where we are. I wondered what was moving behind Lindsay, and then I realised it's a printer. It is. It is a printer. Angela, how does it work? What do you mean? To get a reading? To get a reading, my lovely, all you got to do is put me, please, and I'll if I try to get as many as I can, and I try and pick people randomly. I try to pick those that I've not read for last time on this time's reading, because if I've read to them last time, so it's like, yeah. And then if I've read for everybody that I don't recognise in chat, then I start going to those that I do know in chat, if that makes sense. And then it just gives everybody that equal chance for a reading. And we've only been live half an hour, so there's plenty of time for everybody to get a reading. Ace of Cups for you, my lovely. So we have got a rabbit in the photo, Jodie, and I do think this rabbits to me normally are children in spirit, but this child to me feels more like they're here now. I don't know if they've just had or there's something with the chest that they've had chest, just because you can see, let me show you on the camera, you can see the blue around the chest and that little marking. So I don't know whether it's been like a chesty cough or something, but I think that's just the card acknowledging. There's also something to do with money. Money's going to be coming into your palm in one hand. Just be careful you don't spend it with the other, if that makes sense. There is I don't know whether there's 5 celebrations altogether, or like five birthdays in a month, or there's 5 celebrations, January, February, March, April, that kind of thing. But there's definitely five celebrations coming up, and they're all very close together. You can see that coming out of the cup there. A lot of healing coming to the head. We've got healing coming around the head. So I'm not sure what's going off there, but there's loads of healing coming around the head. I don't know if it's you that has the is having the the tightening around the tummy, but there's something going off around the tummy area, but it's like tightening and loosening. I think there's going to be baby news coming in, Jodie. I think there's going to be baby news coming in. I'm trying to see when. Seeing this bright star. I don't know if this baby news is going to be coming in, but it's going to be like later in the year. It's going to be like Christmassy time, if that makes sense. I'm just seeing the big yellow star, and I don't know. I'm seeing like a trail of the yellow stars. So I don't know whether it's you, but there's baby news. Like I said, there's baby news coming in. I don't know whether this person's got caught at Christmas, or whether it's going to be a Christmas baby, but there's something definitely to do with the bright star. But then there's also loads of little stars. So I don't know whether that's a personal connection to you with the stars. But loads of healing coming to you, my lovely. And just watch them pennies, because they are coming into your hand, but make sure you're catching them. But that's what I'm getting for you, my lovely. I hope that makes some sense. Claire Jackson. We've got Claire up. Evening, Claire. Hope you're well, my lovely. For you, Claire, we have got the 4 of Cups. You've been given flowers. So I don't know whether it's your birthday or anniversary coming up, but there's flowers being given. You've got your arms folded at the minute, and your arms folded to me feels like you're not shielding yourself, but it's like that protection, self-protection going off. And I feel at the minute there's a lot of self-protection going off. So I don't know whether these flowers are appreciated, or whether there's something to do with, but I just feel that sort of like protection coming up. But the flowers that are coming in, look, you can see the flowers being given, but you can see that protection upon yourself. But I do think, though, that there is a strong connection between you and this person bringing the flowers. It's like, as daft as it sounds, it's like they can read your mind. If that makes sense to you, it's like that they can read your mind in a way, and the flowers are the symbol. I do feel like you have climbed a mountain. There has been loads of healing coming in from the past, and I think you've really fought to get yourself to where you are, Claire, because you can see the mountain, and you can see the top of the mountain as well. But can you see that little stem coming from the side, which is there? For me, that's like the next level. So there's something that you've already started, but it's going to split into a 2-journey way. So I don't know whether, like when you go into like nursing and you do nursing, and then you go like, you can do be a midwife, or you can do, I don't know, another route. I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but there's that kind of split coming in. So it's like this, you're going to be learning different parts of different job. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. Again, the 2 choices are showing in the head. You're going to have to make that decision. And I think the decision is something to do with where you are work-wise, I think, or with this new project that's coming up, this learning, where there's going to be 2. You already know that this decision is going to be coming up, and I think you're balancing it up and seeing which way is best to flow. I don't think you're happy about making this decision, but I think it's a decision you've got to make. Again, I'm seeing pointy toes, so I don't know if it's you that suffers with your feet, because I'm seeing like like when we used to wear them silly stilettos when we were younger, and your feet like good shape of a stiletto. That's how I'm seeing it on pictures. So I don't know whether it's you that's feeling that with your feet. And I don't know where the number 9 connects in, Claire, but the number 9 showing on the card, so I don't know if that's a connection somewhere coming in. Graham, I've not seen many YouTubes. So if moderators on YouTube, if you can have a look for me and see if I've missed anybody on YouTube. That'd be really good. For you, my lovely, we've got the Knight of Swords, Graham. Knight of Swords. Again, for you, so much going off around you, Graham. This money's in the background, so there must be something to do with money that's going to be coming up, or it's just past, because it's sort of like behind you. I'm seeing like 2 50-pence pieces, so that's the link to the money. I don't know where chickens come in. But I'm seeing like a chicken, a cockerel, Graham, so I don't know whether that's a reference you'll understand. I am seeing sunflowers, though. Sunflowers are growing, so sunflowers do connect in somewhere. We've also got a bat, so I would say for me, for the bat, I think, October's Halloween, isn't it? Month of October is relevant for you, but just because I'm seeing the bat, so October must mean something. What else am I seeing? You've got your sword up, but the sword's more to open yourself up with, if that makes sense, Graham. I don't know why you've been cloaking yourself, but you've definitely got cloaks around you. And it's like what you need to do with, it's like you need to step out from where you are. You've got a happy smiling face in the card, but it's like I don't know whether you're quite a joker person in your characteristics, because it's like you're just about to go rah to somebody, if that makes sense. So I don't know whether that plays in your characteristics. There is a gentleman coming through though, Graham, and I do think he is more total opposite to you. So I don't know whether your character's this fun, this fun kind of person. This person in spirit wouldn't have been that. I think they would have been sort of like a stickler for things. And I don't know whether they're wearing what it looks to me like they're wearing. It looks like they're wearing a suit jacket. So I don't know whether this gentleman would have wore a suit or like a coat kind of thing. And I am going to say, just because I can see a horse again on his jacket, I don't know whether he would have been one for the horses as well, just because I can see the horse on the jacket. Again, there's a small dog coming in spirit around you, Graham. That's a small one coming in. But at the minute, I feel like you haven't got enough hands to balance, to juggle everything that's going off. It's like you've got hands going all over, if that makes sense, my lovely. But I hope you can understand that, my sweets. Kelly. I just joking on. It could be Graham, but like I say, he's complete different character. His characteristics for you, though, my love. Yeah. For you, Kelly, my lovely, we've got the sunshine card. So we've got the sun card. So for me, I don't know whether it's you. Very childlike character coming through. And I do believe you're like a free spirit kind of thing, Kelly. I don't know if it's you that's suffering with your tummy, but I'm getting like it's like I don't know whether it's an illness that comes and goes. Because you can see it's wrapped around the belly on that one. That's so significant, that for me. But then it like splits off into two trails. So I don't know if it's one thing but caused by two things, or you think it's two things but actually it's the same thing going on. You are about to start a new journey, and for me it's going to be in summer when this starts, because the end of summer, so I would say September time, round about next September time, there's going to be a journey that you're going to be going on. And for me, I think it's just what you needed, that's coming up. I don't know whether there is going to be, not necessarily flying, but I don't know whether you're going to be flying, or there's going to be something that's going to take you away from where you are now. So I'm going to say holiday type of thing, maybe, but you're definitely on a bird flying. And a bird to me would represent a plane, but I don't think it's a plane. But there's definitely going to be coming up, but it's going to be around about September, my sweets, for you. Mr. Mason. Mr. Mason, for you, we've got the King of Wands card. For you, my lovely, you need to sit back. You need to take a breath at minute. And before you start rushing into something, just take that breath and sit down. Just look back at all you've achieved rather than trying to rush forward. So it's sort of like now's the time to sit back and take a breath. And then what's that? We're having trouble streaming to Facebook. Am I having trouble streaming to Facebook? The live has ended.
What's it say?
Edit.
No, you don't have to remove it.
Cancel. Save changes. Saying Facebook has ended. No problems on YouTube. I need somebody to go on Facebook because it's saying live's ended on Facebook.
It's just frozen for me.
On mine, it says this live video has ended. You can watch this video shortly again. Thank you, Jodie. So I'll carry on reading Mr. Mason's just in case he gets on it on YouTube. So yeah, for Dave, you need to take that sit back and just look over what you've done. I know what you're working with at the minute is crystals, so I'm not going to mention anything about crystals. I don't know where the music comes into play around you, but there's like three people play. There's three animals. They're like three mice. So I don't know whether actually the three blind mice come into play. Don't be blindsided, Dave, because you've got like crosses in your eyes on this card. And we've got the three blind mice. Make sure you're seeing things clearly and you're not blindsided. There is a path coming up for you, but before you start edging down that path, please make sure you do take a sit back and I don't know whether there's a lady coming up, and I'm seeing gravestones. So I don't know whether this lady's from the family tree, but I do think this lady's the one that watches over you. I do feel this lady would have watched over you. And there is a lot of red round the head to her, and also down the chest. So I'm not sure if you can take that, Dave, but that's what I've got there. Facebook says it's expired. Don't know what's happened with Facebook at all. Edit.
It's come off its end and there's nothing you can do, I don't.
No, I can do.
Did you say reconnect it?
No, it doesn't say anything. Don't say anything to reconnect. Right, I've got Sandra coming on. Hey yo, I know I don't know what's happened. John's gonna have to go out put a post on and say that I'm still live on YouTube, because obviously I've not finished, unless we don't get many more in. But if you can just go on Facebook, thank you. He's going to copy it link and put it on Facebook, so hopefully anybody will come on over here. You've been missed. Sandy, for you, my lovely, we've got the devil card. It doesn't mean I'm froze. I've tried going back in, but old track gone too. Is that on Facebook? I think Facebook one's ended. So for you, my lovely, we've got the devil card. There's definitely somebody. There's definitely somebody at the side of you that is really, really good for you. And I do believe that this person can be a little bit jealous over you. Jealous over you at times. But it's a good kind of jealousy, if that makes sense. I don't know where the money connects because they're holding like a pot of gold. So I don't know if there's going to be, like a shared win coming up for something. Because I can see the money pot of gold in their hand. I do believe there is a long link between you two with you and this other person. I think that you and this person go back a long way. And I do believe that there was family connections. I don't know whether it would have been like a friend from being younger, and it's the family that I'm seeing on either side. I know you might not be feeling 100%, Sandra, but allow yourself to start having some fun, because dressed in red on this card, we always joke about painting the town red. So to me, that's like to go out and enjoy yourself. I'm seeing spiders in the card. So again, I'm going to say Halloween connects in somewhere to you. Or if not Halloween, the October month has a strong connection. Some secrets are best left said and locked away. So I don't know if anybody's thinking about telling not bad secrets, but like when you wish you'd have said something, but then you didn't. But then if you said it now, it's better left unsaid. That's the right thing to do it. And also, you've got the mask on your eyes. Now, even though you've got a mask on your eyes, you can still see what's going on. So just make sure that you keep that mask up till you're ready to remove it. But just start letting your hair down and having a little bit of fun, my lovely. It's time to get off the merry-go-round and jump back into life, if that makes sense. Peacock feathers surrounding you. So yeah, definitely some peacock feathers for you. Midnight Paranormal. I can't believe we've.
It's problem on Facebook.
I think it's Facebook that there's a problem with, but we shall see. Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss, my lovely. MP, I forgot my question mark. For you, my lovely, we have got the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, very spiritual card. So definitely a spiritual connection coming in, but there's also music connects you. I do think there is somebody around you though that are a little bit like a chameleon, if that makes sense. So just be. I don't know whether the chameleon means that they're very susceptible to changes coming in, or whether it means that they're a chameleon and they're not good. But I don't see anything bad in the card. I don't see bad things anyway, but I don't feel like they're a bad person. But it's like they're a chameleon. So I don't know whether this person can change a lot, or they might be going through changes themselves, because they're definitely like a chameleon that's coming in around you. But music is definitely a key for you. I do know that your own family beliefs is a strong one. I do think though in the past, I think there has been some new roots being planted when you were younger. So going back to when you were younger, I do think that I don't know whether you were uprooted and moved around a lot, or whether it were family, like not a family split, but sort of like there's lots of moving. So I do know that the roots were quite spread out a lot when you were younger. But as you've grown up, you know the value of family. You know what family is. So to me, you're like headstrong for family. I do think the family connects you to the spiritual side. I do think that it's something that's passed down generation to generation. You can see the tree coming out of your back. So I do believe that either your children, your grandchildren, or their grandchildren, I do believe that this gift is going to be passed down to them as well. I do think you've still got a lot of learning to do within this gift. I think it's something that you've maybe wanted to do for a long time, and I don't think you've always had the time to, I don't know, meditate or actually look into what you're needing. Because there's definitely learning coming in on card, and it's like, don't try and learn too much at once. Focus on one thing. Get that under your belt before you start moving on to the next part of spiritual guidance, or where you're going. Because all you're going to do is just tangle yourself up. Make sure you have got protection around your energy, because I feel that you're very unprotected at the minute. You sort of like do protection, but you don't put it around yourself. It's really strange. You've got the light coming there and the light coming there, but it's not actually connecting to you. So do make sure that you do connect yourself, connect yourself to ground and protect. When you were younger, I don't know why October would have meant something when you were younger. A lot of October's coming out tonight. But October for me does seem like relevant to you, but it does stem back for when you were younger. And I don't know why the letter N comes in, but I'm seeing like the letter N. But again, that refers back to when you were younger. There is spirits around you. I can see them in card that they're like flowing around, but they're just not connecting 100%. And don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's the next one. Because all the eggs in one basket, you want to have them scattered. If that makes sense. Want a read for yet? Have I read for everybody that needed a reading? I can't believe we've switched off on Facebook. That's shocking. Tracy. This is right bad. I'm gutted about Facebook. I finished reading for Dave Tracy, so you'll have to try and watch his bit back about here. Tracy, for you, we've got the Hierophant card. There's somebody in your family that I would have said had a deep connection to spirit, Tracy, because the third eye's open. They've got the bright light and it stems off a tree. I do believe that whoever this person was, I don't know whether it was grandmother, great grandmother, great aunt, I don't know, it could have even been a man, but I just know that in the family tree going back, there's a connection to a spirituality, and somebody were really open to the energies. Don't know why Ouija board I'm seeing, but I don't know whether this person would have gone back to whether they would have worked with a Ouija board, or not a Ouija board, a pendulum board, but it is like a Ouija board that's coming up. But I do think this is cropped in. I'm seeing 4 robins in trees, so there's 4 loved ones that are coming in within the family tree. For this person though, I believe there would have been a divide in their family. Because there's a split on the head, or there's the split. I don't think there's a divide in the family. It's like half the family believed that there was a spiritual gift, and half the family were like, no, there's not. If that makes sense to you, Tracy. Do you know, I'm going to say this is more like a male than a female, though. I think this is more connected to a male side, so like a male warlock or something going back in the genes down the family. And it has been passed on. The roots have been passed on to other family members over different generations also. There's also something to do with book. I don't know whether you're learning something, Tracy, but there's something to do with a book. And I don't know whether it's to do with family tree, family history, that you're sort of thinking about doing or you've started doing. But there's definitely a connection to a family tree or a family book. And believe me, I think, once you start this family tree and you start looking back down your history, I think this is when you're going to get the knowledge of family and relatives that on a spiritual level would have come in. I've got a pagan feeling coming in with this card. But yeah, I think you had all sorts running back in family trace there, going back to witches, to going back to elementals, stuff like that. It's really, yeah. Try your family tree. Try and look for your family tree. Tracy's live chat has disappeared. I don't know what's happening tonight. Facebook gobbled you up. It did, Monday. It kicked me off good and proper. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with Facebook unless there's a fault on Facebook tonight. I've no idea. I'll go and see if there's anybody else live and see what happens. So Mandy, this one's for you, my lovely. Mandy, for you, we've got the Emperor card. Again, put one foot forward, start stepping forward, Mandy. I'm seeing dogs round you. In fact, I'm seeing animals round you. There's like 4 dogs. But it's daft because it's like the dragon seahorse dogs, if that makes sense. But it's like opposite. I don't know where the twin connection comes in around you, but there's definitely something to do with twins. Or 4. There's got to be something to do with the number 4 that comes up, because there's 4 of these. 2 are laying at the feet and 2 are laying 2 are bang opposite, but they're always opposite each other. So I don't know what these 4 represent. But yeah, they like got a seahorse tail. But then they've got like the body of a dog, but then the face of a dragon. I don't know why. I don't know where that connects in. The number 5 also connects in around you. There's a gentleman stepping forward, though, in spirit, but he's sort of like holding himself back, as though he's just like watching. He's not necessarily interfering on a spiritual level, but I do feel like he's watching. He's like watching from the background, and I think he's just. I don't think he dare come forward. I don't know whether there would have been something that wasn't right with this gentleman before he passed, or something that he needs to apologize for. But it's like he's sort of like treading on eggshells himself in spirit, kind of thing, if that makes sense. You know that song, Wherever I Lay My Hat, That's My Home? That song has just sprung into my mind, and it's because she like stood on a hat, and it's like that song just come into place. I don't know if that connects into it also. I don't know who's suffering with the legs, but I do think that there's more going off in the leg area than just like muscle cramps. I think there's something to do with the blood flow to the legs, just because I'm seeing the veins on the leg. So I'm also seeing one. I don't know why I'm only seeing 1 foot. It's like 1 foot forward and one's behind like that. So for me, I don't know whether it's like dragging 1 foot behind, but it's telling you to keep going forward. Keep putting that one step forward, if that makes sense. You're the one that's holding the ball. So to me, you're the one that's you've got control because you're the one that's holding the ball. Others might not see it, but they will. They will see that it's you. You're the one that's actually in charge. But yeah, that's what I'm getting, my love. Like, and again, we've got the light coming in, but I think it's going to be more spring for you. I think spring's going to be bring the start of something new coming in Monday, round about spring, my love. So that's what I'm getting for you. Ooh. I'm putting everybody's comment up. Hey dear. Have I got everybody in chat now who wanted a reading? If I haven't, can you just put now then me in chat, so I can see if I've missed anybody. I feel so awful for Facebook that it's gone off like that. I don't understand what's gone off on Facebook because yeah, it's silly. I don't know. So how is everybody anyway? I hope everybody's okay. Yeah, Yolanda, did you see my gnome? Did you see my gnome? I started painting him. Look, you can't really see him with that light. There you go. Now you can see him. So I rushed him a little bit. I didn't realize that you had to do it really slowly. So I rushed this one. So this is going to be my gnome, this one, because I rushed him a little bit. He's still not finished. I've still got lots of painting to do. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Facebook lately. To YouTube to take you. Oh, thank you, Sandra. I'm glad you did as well. Ooh. That's my little unicorn. You couldn't really see that before either. So I'm going to be painting that up. And then I don't know if you can see behind me on wall. If I put it up a little bit, you can see me Nightmare Before Christmas, and then you can see the skull and thing. But yeah, getting right into all this. Just got to learn to paint. Does anybody know how to paint? I need painting lessons. Speak now or forever hold your peace if you would like a reading. But yeah, I don't know I don't know what's up. Evening Persian songs. I don't know what's up with Facebook lately. I've never known it be as bad as it did. I was live on members and it cut me off. But I weren't StreamYarding. I was just doing it through normal Facebook. So then that played up. So then I tried to do it through StreamYards. It allowed me to do it through StreamYards. And then when I tried again, it just wouldn't let me on. It's just been a right nightmare. And then tonight we've had it again. But yeah, so Persian songs. Let's see what we can read for you. You can ask a question, Persian, my lovely. I'll just do you a quick reading. Just to answer your weird 4, it has a big relevance. The dogs have relevance. They still visit in spirit, and yes, they know I hold the ball. Oh, bless Monday. Not been able to get into members since the other night. I'll go in and check, Jodie, but there should be no problems with members. I'll go in and check. In fact, while John's on phone, I'll get John to go in members and post something and see if you can see that. If I'll resend you a link, Jodie, just in case there's something to do with link. I'll send you a link after we've finished live, and that should sort it out. Because there's 2 links to members. We've got the subscription where everybody goes into that when they first sign up, because that's that's where the payment goes. But then the members group, we've sort of like had to add that on. So once you go into subscription, you go to the first post, and then it links you to the members. I know she's in members. I'm just saying, I don't know if there's been a problem with members link though. 15 years ago, I was at the Grammys, and in the green room they had a painting from a guy that hung upside down and dropped blob of black paint on the canvas. Wow, that's a nightmare. It's Facebook that's playing up. Well, let's hope they sort this out, Jodie, because it's just ridiculous. Persian, this one's for you, my lovely. We've got the 4 of Pentacles coming in for you. Turn my light back round now so I can see. Again, I feel like that you've had quite a difficult I won't say difficult growing up, but within the family tree. If I show you the family tree at the bottom, so you can see where you started from down here. So you can see that it's not the green on the tree shows you, for me, represents the loving of a family. But I do feel that I do think that you would have had I don't say rough growing up, because you might not have had a rough growing up, but definitely lacking love. I don't want to say lacking love, but there's a lot of healing that needs to be done for the past around you, and it's creeping up slowly, but you're just not letting it in, if that makes sense. You are very guarded. You are on a spiritual level. You have got a connection to the spirits, but I don't know whether you fear them or whether you don't open up because it just consumes you. But you are very guarded. You keep your guards really up. I don't know, again, if you've had your heart broken because you've got your arms over your chest, but you're also hugging like a pendulum. Not a pendulum, a pentacle. So I don't know what that link is, but it's like these very bare trees. I don't know whether you feel you don't deserve to be loved or don't deserve something. Because like I say, you're sort of like cocooning yourself away, my lovely. There's one friend though, and there's one person that's hung around, and they sort of like, they never give up on you. And I think it's that person you need to start trying to let in a little bit more, because they've sort of like always been there, or they've always been there in the background, but it's like they're hanging on. And it's like they're just trying to let you know that they're supporting you. I don't know where the pentacle. Go on. No. Pendulum. There's a connection to pendulums coming in, and again, it's within the family tree. There's also a rabbit coming through. I don't know if this rabbit's in spirit, but there's also a child as well. but I do feel that the child would have been a while ago. Why, I don't know. The child would have been a time away, maybe a year to a couple of years back, because I can see where the child is in spirit. But yeah, for me, allow the healing to come in. Try and release all the jealousy or negative energy that you've got around you, and start bringing in the light around you, and you'll notice a vast change. Allow that healing process to take part, and yeah, you'll notice a vast difference in yourself. Your mood changes, everything, my lovely. So that's what I've got for you, my sweets. Pop is the link, Yolanda. Pop is the link. Spoke up with somebody which I loved a lot. Oh, bless you, my sweets. Let the healing process begin, my lovely. And I do promise you, I'm not going to say things are going to get better, because I don't think that's not what anybody wants to hear. Things are going to get better, because when you've got a broken heart, it takes some time to heal from that, but start allowing that healing to start coming in. And like I said, there is somebody that's been with you, I'm going to say, quite a while, and this person's somebody you can trust, but I feel like you've shut them out as well. If you can try and start allowing them back in when you're ready, I think that they'll be a bigger help to you, because it's like this, like I said, they're still hanging on. But yeah, just allow that healing to come in, my lovely. And I don't know whether it's spirituality or religion where you find your balance, but whatever it is, I know you'll find comfort in that. But yeah, just allow the healing, my lovely. You're not on your own. I'm always around if you need to talk or anything like that. Just messages, and I'm always happy to have a chit chat, my lovely. But sending you healing, and sending you loads of love. And it's not nice when you have your heart broken. I think we've all been there and done it. Many girls want to get in a relationship with me, but I'm afraid. I can see that. You can see that within your card, my lovely. You're very guarded. You're not letting anybody in. Maybe you need to start looking within yourself and seeing what you want. Trust's a big thing. So maybe just working on trust issues, and seeing where it goes from there, my lovely. Post your photo of the match about 3 or 4 posts down page. Oh, it must be on about something else. Is that a pit boy bobblehead behind you, Lindsay? No, it's not. You're on about that there, aren't you? Can they see my arrow?
That one next to it, I think we're on about that.
That
crystal ball.
No, the crystal balls. The crystal balls. So yeah, no, crystal balls then. I've not yet learned how to work with a crystal ball. But it's something that I do want to do. I do want to go down that line of working with. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you. I will be back on doing more tarots. And hopefully come Thursday, I do a negative test on Friday, and then I can go out bloody Saturday. And the first place I'm going is Chesterfield Market, because I bloody miss not going out.
First place we're going to go is Chesterfield. Take that game back to send it on.
Yeah, we have. So take care, everybody. Thank you so much for tonight. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. Loads of blessings sending, and we shall see you soon. Mwah. Love you loads, guys. Take care. Bye.